Here we are back with the Frontier. Sorry for the delay, and I haven't made a video in a while. I kind of got distracted by a lot of other projects around the house and stuff, so I didn't really have time to go through with it or do a lot of videoing of the thing, but it's made quite a bit of progress here. So, hi FedEx guy. Kind of go over some of the things that have been done to it. I did get the RNet system all totally on it. The dynamic, everything is gone. You can see we have the new RNet joystick there with I made that custom Kydex cover to go over the buttons there so my knuckles don't push the buttons, and I change gears while I'm driving. We'll talk more about Kydex a little later because the stuff's awesome. See the amount of the ISM back here on the top. On the previous, with the dynamic, it was underneath the seat, but the dynamic seat controller is much smaller than the RNet stuff, so I had to put it up higher. There's no room underneath the seat, really. I had to put it way up in the front, and then I'd have a bunch of wires running through crush points, and it was just better to put it up there, which I made a cover for that too, which I'll show you in a second, out of Kydex. You can see the computer down there. It's all mounted up. I had to go find new plugs on the internet. Found a website that sells the RNet plugs for the motors, so I had to get empty plugs that had with all the crimps, not the crimps, I don't know, whatever the little wire things are called. The lugs that plug into the computer. It was a completely blank plug that you crimped everything together and then assembled it. So I guess the contacts, connectors, whatever you want to call them. But so it's got an RNet 120 on it. We have the RNet seating controller there, the RNet joystick. That's all done. It runs like a dream. It's such a joy to drive. It really is. The thing is just amazing. These chairs should be the Medicare standard for the whole world, or all of the United States anyway, because this chair enables you to do things that no other chair will do. You can see the headlights there that I put on. I did all the wiring on that. That's all custom stuff. I made a wire harness for it. You can see the little blue power switch there on the side of the chair down underneath the seat. Those are rigid off-road lights, basically Baja race lights off an off-road truck kind of thing, or a Jeep. They're a lot more powerful than what the RNet system can power, so I just have them directly running off of one of the batteries. I just made a wiring harness, as you could probably see it back there. This is one of the projects that's been holding me up. This repainted a tailgate for my nephew. But that wire loom is the wires going to the lights, and it also has the joystick wire inside of it to protect everything and keep it all safe. So that's all that stuff. Still got the Invacare back on it. Still haven't had any real leads on getting the real back for it, but what are you gonna do? So nobody wants to help because it doesn't have a serial number on it, and they can't tell me, I know there's like 30 different kinds of a Frontier V6 out there, that there's so many options to choose from, but whatever. So anyways, the lights are on it. The footrest is all done. I had to make that all custom because I couldn't get the regular one from the company either. So the footrest, the plate itself is off of a Quickie QM700, and The brace underneath the seat is from the original elevating leg rest. I just cut that off of there. And then I got that piece of 1.25" tube and cut the angles in it and bent it up, and had a buddy of mine weld it all together. So that's all done. The footrest is really nice. That works well. You can see underneath the seat I have my accessory mount there. We'll go over that another day. That's kind of a unique thing that I've made on a couple of my chairs now. So that enables me to hold my crossbow and my drone table and a few other things, but that's another day. Another video for another time. So that's pretty much where we're at with Frontier right now. It's come a long ways. It's doing really well. It drives like a dream. I took it on the beach last week, went through some sand.
Did you let some of the air out on the tires? Didn't even make a dent. Doesn't even make a dent.
And, something my chair would have never done in a million years. But that's why I have this thing, because that's what it does. I also put a couple of my Maxpedition bags on the side there. That's where I put my phone at. When I'm going somewhere, I put my cell phone in there. This is just, this little one on the back of the armrest is for you can put a flashlight in it, or a multi-tool, or a knife, certain outdoorsy items, things of that nature. So, and then I put another Maxpedition bag underneath there on the footrest. That's an old one I've had laying around for a while, so it's a little faded, but it works just fine. So Maxpedition bags are highly recommended by me. They're very heavy duty nylon. They're basically made to tactical standards, military grade stuff, so very tough abused gear, and it takes a lot of beating, and that's what we need. So over here, this particular black thing right here is the dust cover. Don't mind the huge water gun, we're trying to repair that. But that's the Kydex dust cover that goes on the back of the computer. Covers the seating module up. Kydex is a great material. A lot of rehab places use it because it's a thermoplastic that can be heated and shaped to basically anything you need, and then when it cools, it's just as strong as when you started. It's very easily formable, very easily shapeable. You can cut it with woodworking tools, or you can score it with a knife and snap it like plexiglass. You can cut it with a saw like wood, but the stuff is indispensable. I mean, you can make everything out of it. It's wonderful. It's a little expensive sometimes, but it's well worth it. So anyways, that's where we're at with the Frontier. The next thing I'm going to do is make which I will make a video of, is I'm going to make a Kydex footrest to go on top of that. This footrest is a little narrow for my taste. I like to be able to have my legs out a little farther to the sides, so I'm going to make a Kydex piece that goes on top of this that'll make it a little wider at the nose, or at the front there, where it'll have a little more foot room for me. So we'll be doing that. Oh yeah, I forgot the skid plate. There is you can see underneath there, behind the footrest, there's a skid plate on the chair now. That's another piece of Kydex, and it's just bolted. I bent it at a 90-degree angle. It comes down and goes straight back underneath the motors, and works perfectly. I was doing some off-roading, and the thing was one day I was going over some small little sapling type trees and big sticks and stuff, and there's a lot of stuff slapping the motors underneath there. I really didn't like that, so I don't want to damage the motors or hit the wires or cause any more problems. So I made the Kydex cover there. It's I don't know, I think that's 80 thousandths thick Kydex. It's not the thickest on the planet. It flexes a little bit, but that's okay because it's not hard, so it won't get you stuck on something. It allows it to flex a little bit, but it's definitely tough enough to take the abuse of getting hit by sticks and twigs and small trees. So anyways, that's where the chair is at right now. I'm currently trying to get the gearbox rebuild kits for it, but that's a slow process dealing with Sunrise Medical. So hopefully they'll get on it pretty soon here, and I'll get that done, and that's pretty much it. The thing is, you know, hopefully I can get the back for it too, if they'll allow me to do that. I don't know. We'll see. As long as it doesn't cost a fortune. So this is a budget build, because, you know, these chairs are ridiculously expensive to begin with. So that's where we're at. I will put some more videos up soon of some more off-roading adventures with it, and we'll definitely take it. I'm going to take it up to where I hunt at soon and do some real off-roading, go around the forest and all my hunting spots and my blinds, and make sure it fits in them all and everything works. So that's where we're at. There will be more videos to come. I'll definitely show the Kydex video for the footrest, because that stuff is really, really phenomenal. So until next time, everybody stay safe, and if you like the video, like and subscribe to the channel and help support our journey here. Thanks.